Hello, welcome back to my channel. I have the Ipsy Glam bag and the BoxyCharm. They came together, so we're gonna open them up together. My Ice Cream Beauty boxes were both shipped. I feel like those are gonna come really late this month just because they're coming out of California and they're not necessarily right in where the fires are, but they're near where the fires are. So I think there's some shipping delays, which is totally fine. Whenever they come, I will film that, so it will probably most likely go up next month with the Lorella video. So those are coming, but there are some delays. But yeah, we're gonna open these. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. I have an add-on in each. I think it's just one. I'm kind of concerned that the add-on in this one is broken. I'll get into that more. Quick pricing. The Glam bag is $16. This is like $32, I think is where we're at price point wise. I always forget because they keep increasing the pricing, but that's about where the pricing is. This is 5 deluxe samples. Occasionally you get a full size. This is 5 full size items. You do get to pick an item for the bag, and then you pick 3 of the items that go in the box, and then you can do add-ons. So not bad. I will link my BoxyCharm / Ipsy referral code down below if anybody's interested in signing up. But yeah, let's jump. Okay, I don't know exactly when these were delivered, but I got them in the mail last night. I'm filming this on the 16th. I don't know. This will probably go up 2 weeks after that. So by the time you're seeing this, it could be next month. I have to look and see. I try and at least film a week ahead, but I don't know where I'm at as far as scheduling goes. So let's do the Glam bag first. So when you cut it open, it looks like that, and then the add-on is down in the bottom. It makes me nervous when they send stuff in these mailers, because like this is how Ulta ships things, is just in these big white mailers, and I would say 90% of the time the powder products come broken. Like I had some Ulta points that I needed to use, and I ended up just getting one of Too Faced Holiday Pillow Balm, like their liquid pillow balm set. I was looking at a drugstore eyeshadow palette, and I was like, that's gonna come broken and I'm gonna have to spend time. They always replace it, and usually it comes fine the second time, but I have to go through customer service and do all that. So I opted to just get stuff that I knew would not come broken. But I've had the same issues with Ipsy generally in these mailers. There's a couple of times where I got Ciate London highlighters and they were just completely shattered. But this is the add-on. This is from Natasha Denona. This is the Pastel Pixie Glow highlighter that came out. I think this was from last spring or the spring before. Years are starting to kind of blur together. I'm going to put all the garbage in here. But this is the one that everybody thought was like a multi-chrome highlighter, because they were kind of marketing it as that. And it wasn't, because I remember Teresa is Dead reviewing this, and she was really disappointed. Like, it's not a bad highlighter, but I don't think it's a multi-chrome. I think the green and pink shift that you were seeing was like an overspray situation, but this was pretty cheap. I don't remember what this was. Oh, and it's not broken. Hallelujah. But I was interested in it. It looked pretty nonetheless, but yeah, definitely not a multi-chrome situation. I think this is just a champagne-y. And mine doesn't even look like it has the overspray. So it's just like that, which I do like champagne highlighters. That's my like preferred tone. So it looks really pretty. More of a natural, like lit from within, which I'm totally okay with. I'm trying to see. I do have a towel in here. Let me grab that. So I was curious enough in it to get that. So that was the add-on, and then there's a Natasha Denona add-on item in the box. Okay, so let's see what's in the bag. Make sure sometimes there's a loose item. So this is the bag this month. It's really cute. Looks like a mini clutch. And then the items are all inside. Like I said, sometimes if you get a brush or something large, it'll be inside the mailer, but everything looks like it is in here. So let's see. The card for the Glam bag does have all of the products that we got. So I think the item that I chose, I generally try and pick the eyeshadow palettes. I think there was one month where I was just not excited about it at all. This is from the YC collection. This is the Sela palette. It's a 9 pan. This is a full-size item. This retails for $26. So with this, technically we're well past what we paid for the bag, which is nice. That's not always the case. It's got the colors on the back, and then it's just clear acrylic. This is pretty. Sometimes lately I've been putting the palettes that I get in these glam bags in my giveaways, like automatically. And I always have a hard time, there we go, getting these acrylic things open. But it looks like there's 2 shimmers and then 3, 6, 7 mattes. So it's not bad. I think I will try this. I like greens, so I may keep this and try that, but that's cute. So that's the first item. And try and pick up my garbage here as we go. The next thing, this is a multi-chrome gel eyeliner from Illuminati in the shade Prime. This did look pretty. My nails are not super long this month, but with like the little rhinestones they put on, I still can't open anything. This looked interesting. There is a little bit of product on the outside there. I'm not sure what that's from, but this is one of those where it's got the little smudger, like foam tip. I think my Clinique liners come with that. And then there's the product. It's a twist up, so let's see. This looked pretty online. Definitely see a little bit of a shift, and I think as you use it more, because this is, I think, supposed to have like a little bit of a pink shift in there too, more the multi-chrome will come through, but it's pretty. It goes on really nicely. There was no drag or anything with it. So, and then let's go in with the smudger tip. So there's the second line kind of blended out. So that's nice. Let's clean that off a little bit. Okay. Not bad. What does this retail for? This says this is full size and it retails for $21. So this month, actually, the bag has a really high value. That, again, that's not always the case. It varies quite a bit. We do have a little baby sample from Glow Recipe. This is the Plum Hyaluronic Acid Lip Gloss Balm. This is a deluxe sample. The full size retails for $22, but this has stuff on the inside. Looks like grass or like pieces of cardboard. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna, obviously this was opened. There's no marks in it other than the ones that I just made, and there's no like scent to it. I'll still use it. I'm sure some people would not, but it's just a lip balm, and it looks like it was just from the packaging plant. Like, there is no quality control. Like, those positions I think were eliminated during COVID. Some of them I think were starting to be eliminated before COVID, but that's why you get into some of these issues where I've seen people complain that it looks like the eyeshadow palettes have fingerprints in them from being handled and all kinds of things. So we have a recovery cream. Again, this is a probiotic anti-aging moisturizer. This is a deluxe sample. Full size is 68. This is not a bad amount, and I like these containers because you can refill them and then use them when you travel, but that's a fair amount. It looks like it's pretty full. This is like half a fluid ounce, so that's not a bad size. When I was getting the Macy's beauty box, there was some really small little samples. You'd get a pot of moisturizer and it would be like this big. So this size, if I can get the lid back on, is not bad. And then, like I said, you can reuse these containers. That's what I do with my little travel size of the Bobbi Brown vitamin rich face base. I have the full size and I just refill my little jar. Makes it nice. And then the last thing in here is ultra hydrating signature hair mask, which I do use this stuff quite a bit, especially now. If you can see, I've been in the process of removing the black out of my hair, and I tried a new color remover, and it worked really well. We just didn't have enough, so I ordered 3 more boxes, and my husband's gonna help me this weekend. We're gonna put some more in, but this is a deluxe sample. Again, the full size is 56, but this is a full fluid ounce, and this will last me a little while. And again, I do use these, especially now, because this color remover in particular did dry my hair out a little bit, but it actually removed things. So okay, so that's everything we got in that bag. Not bad. And again, there was the add-on item. Okay, so I'm just gonna put everything in here for now, and we will move on to the BoxyCharm, even though it says Ipsy. Okay, now you do get a card or pamphlet, but with the BoxyCharm, it doesn't have any pertinent information on it, really. You can scan the QR code to see your products, but if you go into your Ipsy app, you can see the products there too. When BoxyCharm was not owned by Ipsy, the card looked very similar to what comes in the ice cream beauty box, or like a smaller version of the card in the Glam bag, and it actually had the products listed, but that's more work for them and cost and all of the things. So this is the add-on item, so we'll do that first. I got the Natasha Denona Love Face Palette, so it's eye and cheek. I looked at these when these came out, when they launched these, and these looked fine, but it wasn't anything that I needed. I don't need anything, but on a discount, I think this was $25 is what I paid for this. And like I told you, things come broken. So it looks like the highlighter has become dislodged ever so slightly, but it's not bad. And it looks like I can repress that. I could contact Ipsy and go through the hassle of their customer service, but this is slightly like putty-ish feeling, so I think that's why it started to come out. But it didn't come out a lot, like it just kind of separated itself, so I just smushed it back in. I'm not going to bother calling customer service. It's not a huge mess. It just got a little bit on the shield, which is nice because these are, like I said, slightly like putty-ish consistency, so you don't want the powders to go in there. But there's the highlighter. It's definitely a little more intense than the other one. Again, like I said, this is probably going to look a little bit more like a lit from within, which I don't mind either. And then let's swatch. I'm going to try and clean off the shield here just a little bit since I have a towel. If it was worse, or like there was highlighter all over, I would probably contact customer service, but for something like that, it's not bad. So there is the blush. This blush is a little more pigmented, or I shouldn't say more pigmented. It's a little bit deeper, almost more of a mauve-y tone than the blushes that are in my big pink, like diamondy face palette, but there's the blush. So I like that it's a slightly different shade. There's a cream blush, and Dream Glow is the highlighter. And then you have, I'm just going to tap, make sure that the shimmer is in there, because generally the shimmers are a little bit softer, so those are the ones that are more likely, in my experience, to become dislodged. But there's the shimmer, and I do not have the Love palette, so that's really pretty. And then the mattes look nice, so yeah, I'm happy with this. And again, it's not terrible. And you got the pink chrome packaging, so there is that. Okay, the first product in here is from Ofra. This is a midi palette, the Blossom Blush. Again, didn't need this, but I like Ofra's cheek products, and I like these little trios. And I do have more room in my face palette drawers, because instead of decluttering any, because I was having trouble decluttering any more than what I've decluttered, I just made 2 drawers. So I have a little bit more room. But yeah, you've got a slightly darker pink, a lighter pink, and then a pinky highlighter, which I normally don't go for pink, but around this time of year, especially getting into Valentine's Day and Easter, I will wear more of a pinky highlighter. We've got Pink Satin. The highlighter is Pillow Talk, and then Paradise Pink is the other one. That light one is very light. Let me see if I can swatch that again, because hardly any. The blushes feel a little bit drier to me than what I'm used to with Ofra, but I also don't know how old this product is. Sometimes I think Ipsy gets this stuff because they're trying to get rid of like dead stock, old stock, but there's the blushes and the highlighter. Not bad. I'm gonna wipe those ones off now just because I could see getting that all over my pants. But yeah, it's pretty. Not mad at it. I think this is Paradise Pink, but I'm not real sure. But the nice thing with these is they can come out. So if you have other products this size, you can swap out what's in here. Woo! Or if you have like a little bronzer, you could make this a full trio for traveling. So I do appreciate that. Same thing with Natasha Denona. The pans are all magnetic. You can pop them out and swap out shades if you've got other magnetic ones that are the same size. So the next thing is a serum. This is for face and neck, multi-use. I'll open the box, but I'm not gonna open the inner part just to preserve the integrity of the product, but it's just a serum. Not mad at that. This is a primer, long wearing hyper glow primer from Seraphine Botanicals. I'm actually curious about this. Might leave this up here. I don't really have a glowy primer. I have a slightly sticky primer in my caboodle, and then I have like a couple of smoothing primers, I think. So I might leave this one up here. Let's see, where am I gonna put it? Maybe on the other side. Sometimes it takes a while for there it goes. So there's the product. Maybe a slight fruity smell, but not anything. It's not overly fragrance. It's really subtle, but they're compared to definitely a decent glow. So yeah, I think I'll leave this one upstairs and test that out. Let's see, we got a mascara from Benefit. This is the Roller Lash. I don't think I've ever used this. If I have, it was a mini. I don't think I've ever had a full size of this, but this will go in my mascara drawer and I will open it at some point. Again, I'm not going to open the tube just because it preserves the integrity of the product inside, because I have a lot of skincare and mascara. I don't want to waste it or have it go bad before I have a chance to use it, which that can still happen. I've had mascaras dry out because they just sat in my drawer too long, but. And then the last thing is from Wander Beauty. This is the In Natural palette. I like their palettes for some reason. This one is a more like cool toned brown. The last one I think I got from them was more of a lavender color story, but I like their formula. Like this shade Dawn looks really pretty, so I'll swatch that. They're very like slightly creamy metallics, and it's just, they're very easy to use. A little bit flaky. I would suggest putting down a glitter glue, but there it is right there. So that is just one of the shimmers. But yeah, not everybody likes Wander Beauty, but I usually am drawn to their palettes. So when I see one as an option, I try and grab it. So that is everything. So we got the mascara, the serum, the primer, the blush palette, the eyeshadow palette, and then we had the other palette as an add-on. So not bad. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Again, I will link Ipsy down below if you are interested. And yeah, I'll keep you posted on this. Like I said, I'm going to leave this in my bathroom, so I will test that out. So I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you in another video. Bye, everybody.